The unstoppable force meets the immovable object here at Buena High School this evening. Welcome everyone to the award-winning Cool FM sports broadcast of the penultimate game before the season finale for our 10-2 Buena Colts girls flag football team, 5-1 in the 5A Southern Division as they take on and host the Casa Grande Cougars, also 10-2 with a 6-0 record in the 5A Southern. The interesting part about this is that these two teams just met less than a month ago, just a few weeks ago, as Casa Grande ended up shutting out the Colts 24-0. But that was in Casa Grande. This is here at Buena High School tonight. Leave us some love in the live chat for your Buena Colts as they are taking on the Cougars tonight. The Colts have won 4 straight games, and versus common opponents, both teams are 8-0. So, has Buena learned from the way that they fought against Casa Grande just a couple weeks ago on October 15th? If they did, this will be a much better game than the 24-0 smackdown that the Cougars laid on the Colts just a few weeks ago. The Cougars won the opening toss, chose to kick. So Buena will receive the opening kickoff, 12 minutes on the clock. Jeff Davenport and John Berger here at Buena High School. Thanks so much for the love in the live chat. Thanks for sharing this video. And thanks for pushing the pause on all the political stuff going on tonight. My goodness, it's just one of those days. I'm sure, hey, you could be watching, you could be waiting in line right now to vote somewhere in Arizona watching this game right now. So by all means, get out and vote. Make sure that your vote is heard. So get to your polling place. The kickoff is good and deep. My goodness, having to reach up all the way on top of her head was Destiny as she gets the return. Tries to fake out one person, gets past the first one, but not the second one, and will go down at the 20-yard line. And that is where the Colts offense will begin tonight. Thank you so much to all of our sponsors who make this coverage possible. You can see them all in the live chat. We'll talk about them as this game goes along. Again, the Colts led by their quarterback, number 5, Ariana Garcia, has over 90 passing yards per game on average. She will be in the shotgun formation with Zion behind her. Tosses to Zion to the near side. Zion cuts up, gets an interesting block there, and gets the flag pulled right at the 25-yard line. So a 5-yard gain for the Colts on first down. They go to second down. Listen to me. I sound fantastic, John.
Oh, man.
I sound amazing.
All the Bluetooth.
I sound like I know what I'm doing. like I've done it before. And we'll see the adjustments that Stephen Braswell, the head coach for Buena, has made over the course of these last few weeks. You hear the Buena Colt cheerleaders out in force tonight. The pass goes wide to the near side. Missing number 23, May Jimenez, not able to get to that pass. On the out route, it will be third down for the Colts.
You have to imagine cold is kind of taking an effect here. You know, when your hands don't feel good. This is the first time they played in cold weather.
Well, to put it in perspective, the passing yards per game that Buena has versus their competition, Sarah Mounts, the quarterback for Casa Grande, has 206 passing yards per game. I'm not sure how large her hands are.
I know.
But not able to get that pass into the flat. And so Buena will stall out after a 5-yard gain to start the game. It will be fourth down for the Colts, and they will punt it away. The defense for Casa Grande stepping up in the opening series for the Colts. Clock running, 10:15 to go here in the first 0-0 game. Thanks so much for joining us tonight. Live under the Tuesday night lights here in Sierra Vista. The punt is end over end. Caught out of the, well, not caught out of the air, but stopped very low, and the flag pulled by Destiny, of course.
Quick hands. It's like
Destiny
basketball.
Villalobos leads the team in receiving and tackles. We're going to be calling her name a lot, and then leading the team in sacks.
Oh, my
How
gosh.
much will Desert Storm Ryan be able to get, how quickly will she be able to get to Sarah Mounts, the quarterback for Casa Grande, leading this team to their impressive 10-2 record. And one of those 10 wins came against these Colts just a few weeks ago on October 15th. Sarah, flanked by a couple of backs in the backfield, receivers split. An option play, pitches the ball to the outside, a huge gain, and then some as their running back gets tailed down, tagged down inside the 30-yard line. A fantastic option run to perfection by Casa Grande on their first down play, giving them a first down inside the 30.
Elite speed. She got it way out on the outside, and she just ran full speed. Like, that girl is super fast. Very impressive.
Buena's defense almost not even rushing the quarterback.
Nope.
Now they decide to put somebody up on the quarterback as they option to the right side, and they toss it again to that same running back who gets tagged down or flagged down at the 20-yard line.
Now,
so
do they
two
have
plays gets them easily in scoring position here on their first drive with 8:29 to go in the first. John.
Do you see numbers on?
No, it's very difficult to see. They have their gray jerseys on with apparently gray numbers, which is not a good combination to be able to see the players, at least from up here.
Yeah,
I don't even know if you could see it on the field, quite honestly. I mean, they just blend right in. It meshes right in. The quarterback keeps it that time, goes inside to cut out, and gets flagged down at the 10.
We're watching Nebraska football.
A lot of options, huh?
Yes, I think that's what they're.
It's Nebraska football from the 90s. That's what we're watching. Does anybody run the option anymore?
Yeah,
Casa Grande does, and they run it to perfection. 7:47 to go in the first. Casa Grande on their opening drive. They are taking this ball to the heart of the Colts tonight. On their opening drive, will Buena be able to make the adjustments necessary to stop this option offense? No passes, just runs. Quarterback gets the ball, and they're going to flag either for an illegal block as flags come down around the 8-yard line.
Ouch.
But there is a flag on the far side of the field by the line judge, and I believe it's either going to be an illegal block or running over the blocker.
Yeah.
Which are... It's a tough call to make either way. You want to be aggressive, but at the same time, you can't just run over the person who is there. It was illegal procedure by the defense, and it was on that play where the aggressive Buena High School defender ended up coming up and running over the blocking back for Sarah Mounts. I believe that's her. I imagine it is. I imagine she is number 9. We cannot see the numbers from here. But they will move the ball to the 5-yard line. So they mark it second down on the line. Mounts comes a little bit closer, still in. Oh no, one of the backs came closer to block the line. Sarah stayed in the backfield, tosses a ball, lob to the back corner, overthrown. That is the power. I was wondering when we would see her pass. She averages over 200 passing yards per game, and I was very fascinated to see what kind of control she had on that ball. She obviously either has a different sized ball to be able to throw with or has hands that can grip it perfectly. That was a nice spiral going toward that back corner, just overthrown by Mounts. As they have third down now, do the Casa Grande Cougars. It is third down. Flanked by a couple of backs in the backfield. Receivers split for the Casa Grande offense. Gonna run that option again. Trying to get to her. She throws.
Oh my God.
And it gets intercepted?
Yes.
Was that picked in the end zone?
Yeah. Wow.
It was picked in the end zone. I believe that was May Jimenez, number 23, who picked it.
Yeah, but what's going on?
Or did she drop it?
I didn't see the ball come out.
Must have been batted down and dropped. So this will be fourth down, and it looks like they will go for a field goal attempt. Field goal attempts, obviously a little bit different in flag football. You can see how the defense is there. They can't rush. They can only hold up their hands. They toss it.
Ooh.
And it was blocked right into the chest or stomach area of one of the Buena defenders. I want to say that was number 12, Aubrey Travis, but I'm not 100% sure as that ball went right in her gut.
Well, she's definitely taking it.
But
She's
she
like,
blocked that kick, and now the ball will move back out to the 30-yard line. So, a lot of yards on that drive, but 0 points. And that is a win for the Colts as their offense takes over with 5:42 to go. It's their second offensive drive. Their last drive stalled out after just a 5-yard gain by Zion, a run to the near side. How will the adjustments that Coach Braswell is able to make take effect here? Right there. Makes the pass over the middle.
nice
Destiny
move.
makes a nice spin move and gets almost 10 yards on that play. I think they might give her 10. They do.
That is super athletic. That agility to be able to dance like that, to be able to spin at full speed.
Well, those who watched a certain Saquon Barkley this weekend
Oh my gosh.
do something that has never been done in a video game. In a Tony Hawk video game. Never been done. In one of the watching him jump backwards and hurdle a guy while falling backwards. Strike snap to Destiny around the near side. She comes up and gets another 5.5, possibly 6-yard gain, depending on the spot. They give her 5, and she gets a good run on that. Nope, looks like they give her 6, and they get her a good spot on second down.
That was easily the funnest run to see. Like when you saw that, it just seemed so ridiculous, you know?
A good timing play. It's a timing route when you have the receiver in motion to be able to catch that. So Ariana takes the snap, fakes the handoff, passes again to Destiny, who immediately gets tackled.
Good hands.
Yes, to be able to hold that ball in the middle of double coverage. She had great concentration, watched it all the way in, tucked it in, flag went down right there at midfield. So, at the 50-yard line, just inside of Cougar territory, the Colts continue their drive with 4:11 to go here in the first in a 0-0 game.
I got to talk to Villalobos and a few of the other young ladies on the team, and she was telling me, someone else told me about her, that she played club flag football forever. This is her sport. She's been doing it. So
not surprising. Watching her skill. Her skill level is unprecedented. Pass up the middle. Great job. Good view and great hands pulled down by number 13, Adelina Ortega, the freshman, pulling down that pass. So the Colts continue to move the ball.
Oh, man.
And this is a good sign for them. With 3:23 to play, the clock is running here in the first. The last time these two teams met was October 15th, rarely a half month ago. And already you can see the difference in the way the Colts are playing. Winning 4 straight to come into this game. The momentum is on their side. They can feel it. Option play to the near side.
Look at her go.
Keeps it and gets a couple of yards on the run. And that should be a first down for the Colts. A great call to do the option play, the option keeper, on the near side.
Young lady has a very strong arm. She's a softball player.
Ariana from the shotgun. No receiver split. Toss to Zion. Will she be able to get around that first defender? No. She will not. A loss of several yards on that play. It makes you wonder if, a lot of times the offense that you run is something that maybe your defense isn't ready to defend. So when it ends up going to more of an option offense, how many more yards would they get? Just like watching Casa Grande and the offensive yards they were able to obtain during their opening drive. Coming away with nothing, though, as the Colts stopped it and blocked the field goal attempt. It is second down for Buena. You can see them all stacked up. Fakes the pitch to Zion and just barely escapes getting sacked, but pushes the ball up ahead to the 35-yard line, where it will be third down for Buena. 1:41 to go in the first quarter.
They have to make it to the 20-yard line for a first down.
Well, they went for it on fourth before. You just think that Coach Braswell wants to make sure that they have everything they need to succeed tonight.
Nice.
Pitch to Destiny, but that was way behind the line of scrimmage. There was nowhere for her to go. And I'm not sure if they got any yards on that play. It might have just barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Either way, the Colts face 4th down. No timeouts, 1:06 and running on the clock. What will they do? It is possibly too far away for a field goal attempt. It would be a 55-yard field goal attempt, give or take.
1 versus number 2 in the region. This is such a great game. What an looks like they're evenly matched.
They're going to punt. So the punt is up, end over end, going toward that corner, and it does go out of bounds, but did it get in front of that pylon? I believe it did. If they positioned that punt correctly, that will be inside the 5-yard line where the Cougars from Casa Grande will take over. Depending on where they spot it.
Yeah, I guess
I'm not sure where they're spotting it because it looks like they moved it up to the 20-yard line is where they're standing, but the ball seemed to go out before the pylon.
That guy's got an arm. I guess it's kind of like throwing a softball, though.
So they're going to back it up. It appears the officials are talking about where the ball is supposed to be spotted because it did go out of bounds right around the 5-yard line, if not inside the 5-yard line. So they keep backing them up.
Wow. What's going on here? I don't know which direction we're going now.
I'm not sure the official knows which direction he's going.
I was going to say, if it goes out of the back of the end zone, I would think it goes to the 30-yard line.
And that is exactly where it's going. For some reason, they're saying it went out of the end zone instead of being stuck in that corner.
Yeah.
From our vantage point, it was easily in that corner. And you can see Coach Braswell out on the field actually showing, he's like, hey, we kicked it, and it went right there. What are you doing spotting the ball at the 30?
Yeah.
So with 39.2 seconds to go in this first quarter, now they figured it out, and they're backing it up.
Hey, you got to be happy that they got it right. That's the thing.
Exactly.
Is
get the call right. That's the most important thing.
People, we complain about things, but when they get it right, you have to kind of give them credit for that, too.
Because that was a perfectly kicked ball by Buena. And that is, it's just inside the 5-yard line is exactly where the Cougars of Casa Grande will start this drive with 39.2 left in this first quarter. Will the Colts start sending pressure and try to get a safety? Storm Ryan tries to get by, but they do not get it. However, how did Storm get over there so quickly? She was on top of the quarterback. This clock stops at 26.2 as the corner for Buena ended up coming up and colliding with Storm on that play.
Did you ever see Dikembe Mutombo play basketball?
I mean, not in person.
I'm assuming that wingspan. She's pretty tall for a young lady. She's got long arms. So I'm kind of expecting that she can snatch from quite a distance.
Well, the team leader in sacks trying to get to that tackle inadvertently knocked out her own player, knocked down her own teammate. So here we are, just waiting to see what the result will be from the Buena corner, the near side cornerback, as Buena is down on a knee, most of the players down on a knee, and she's getting up almost. Looks like she's sitting up. That's a good thing.
Yeah, there she goes.
I believe it's number 13. Adelina Ortega, I believe that is, as she is up under her own power, walking back to the sideline. You can see her right leg is taped up.
Oh, yeah.
In some spots.
Well, it looks like one of those leg sleeves to me.
It could be that. So, it will be second down after that very quick tackle by Ortega and Ryan, getting to the runner for the Cougars. 26.2 left in the first. We'll talk about our sponsors here in just a second as we flip fields. Storm Ryan chasing. Did she pull the flag?
Oh, my!
And what a catch. The question I would have is, did Storm get there and pull the flag before the ball was released?
Oh, my gosh.
The officials say no, and that is the danger of Sarah Mounts, the 206-yard-per-game passer of Casa Grande, being able to throw to her number one receiver, Kayla Tacker, on that play. And that is where the first quarter ends 0-0. Thank you so much to our sponsors who make this coverage possible. We are grateful for each and every one of them. You can see them all in the post description, but we'll give them a little love right now. Thank you so much to Copper Queen Community Hospital of Cochise County, with locations in Bisbee, in Douglas, in Hereford. For you, for your family, make sure you stay healthy all year round with the doctors and nurses and caregivers at Copper Queen Community Hospital. Thank you so much to SSVEC, Sulphur Springs Valley Electric Cooperative, serving our community. Thank you to the Sierra Vista Sonic Drive-In. Guess what tomorrow is? It's the 9-year anniversary of Native Game Night. Oh, I'm sorry. It's also Wacky Pack Wednesday, where kids' meals are only $2.49 with no limit. Stop by Sonic every Wednesday for Wacky Pack Wednesday. Thanks also to Big Mike at All Pro Pest Management, our #1 choice for pest control in Cochise County. For all of your commercial needs or residential needs, your satisfaction is always guaranteed at All Pro Pest Management. And thank you to the Sherry Ethel team at Long Realty, your hometown realtors. If you're looking to buy or sell your home or land, contact the Sherry Ethel team at Long Realty. It is first down after that big play to get out of the shadow of the end zone for Casa Grande. As we flip fields and start this second quarter, another long pass.
Whoa!
And another huge catch. And the flags finally get pulled down inside Colt territory to the 40. 2 huge pass plays back-to-back for Casa Grande.
Incredible. I mean, that young lady has an arm, too.
She is able to grip that ball and throw with force and height to be able to lob that ball in with precision on a timing route. Back-to-back again with a quarter break in between. They are into Colt territory on the 40. First down, Cougars. If you're watching from Casa Grande, leave us some love in the live chat. As your 10-2 Casa Grande Cougars take on our 10-2 Colts. All on the run, not able to pull it in. That was a Mahomesian type throw there, running to the right, but passing to the middle of the field.
I was kind of getting Mahomesian vibes when I was watching it. I was like, man, she's actually pretty good at extending the play, you know? Like, she's using her blockers. She's avoiding the pass rush. She's pretty dang good at that. I mean, they're #1 in the region for a reason, you know.
Well, and when you think about a quarterback who can throw for over 200 yards a game in
game.
flag football, they've got to have excellent blocking. Twins left, solo receiver to the right, fakes the throw to the solo receiver.
Whoa.
Fakes the throw overall and just takes off running. And I believe that was Villalobos making the tackle. Her destiny was to get that tackle. It'll be second down. Ball spotted at the 30-yard line. 31-yard line is where the head official is placing it.
Third down.
So third down for the Colts. You hear the cheerleaders, probably 24 of them right in front of us, cheering on their 10-2 Buena Colts. 9:56 in this 0-0 game to go before the half. The Cougars on the move.
Tons of people in the stands tonight.
Runner in motion, looking to do that option play, and gets sacked!
Wow.
Storm!
Nice.
Ryan makes the sack, bringing up fourth down for the Cougars. A huge sack on that play. I didn't even see how quickly she got to the backfield to make that play.
Quick hands, and she's got a really great reach. She reaches forever.
So it will be just the same as it was just a few moments ago. The Colts kicked back to the Cougars, and in this exact spot, and now the Cougars are kicking to the Colts to back them up in their own territory. So the punt will get underway.
The punt return is where the Buena Colts are the most special. You know how many punt returns they've had for touchdowns this year.
And we got to see some of them right here.
Oh, yeah.
And you got to know that Casa Grande understands that as well.
You'd think so.
Line drive kick goes short to the front line. I believe that is number 1. Ariella Antiman, who leads the team in interceptions, getting good hands on that ball, running it up the near sideline. So Buena will start their drive just inside the 30-yard line. Better not to be backed up in your own end zone when you have a defense like what Casa Grande has given to them thus far.
Yeah.
Remember, Buena has not scored on Casa Grande this whole season.
That's
They
right.
were shut out in their first matchup.
Yep.
So their first touchdown tonight will be their first time scoring against this Cougar defense. Straight snap to the runner in motion. That was Destiny. Tries to get back to the line of scrimmage. I believe she did. It will be second down for the Colts.
That hasn't worked all night.
Not fooling anyone on that play. You could see it was like the defense was reading that like a book.
Yeah.
They knew as soon as they saw Destiny in motion, it was the destiny of her to get the ball. So Villalobos not able to get much of a gain on that play. It will be second down for the Colts. Thank you, John, for chuckling
killing
at
me. You're killing
my
me,
little
dude.
puns here with the storms and destinies and all sorts of things happening here.
I love it.
Ariana looking to take the snap. Destiny in motion. Throws out to that far side,
man.
and that line drive throw. That was probably one of the sharpest throws that we've seen. Unfortunately, it was a little too strong.
Yeah,
too much
she's-
mustard on it.
She's a softball arm, man. She's knows how to throw a
She'll
large.
sling it,
yeah, like
Is she a pitcher or is she a...
I'm not sure. She was giving me pitcher vibes, but I don't know. I'm now that I think about it, she might have been a first baseman. But man, she's got a cannon, or maybe an outfielder.
Oh, either way, it is third down for the Colts. This defense of the Casa Grande Cougars is ridiculous.
Nice move.
Way to get out of that, but she is just running into a wall of white as the Cougars wearing their gray/white jerseys tonight. And that is where Buena will have to kick. So they started inside. Well, where did they start? Right here. I don't think they got any yards on this,
Not really.
on this drive.
No.
So they will have to kick it away, and Casa Grande will have excellent field position. Nice kick.
Wow.
Straight up in the air, coming down, bouncing, and it drops through the hands of the Casa Grande punt returner. Destiny right there to down it, so it will be automatically down. And Casa Grande will start their drive at their own 37-yard line, John.
This game has playoff implications all over it,
Well, I believe both these teams should be going to the playoffs, given their records. Although the Colts, I believe, I got my stats here, sitting at 5-1 in the 5A South. The Colts will definitely make the playoffs with a 10-2 record. Obviously, Casa Grande 6-0 in conference, 10-2 overall as well. And again, one of the two in 10-2, and Buena's 10-2,
man.
is from these Casa Grande Cougars.
Oh, she still got it.
Yeah, running toward that far side before getting pulled down. Good gain of a couple yards. It'll be second down for Casa Grande. Again, this is the season finale for Casa Grande. This is their final game of the season. However, the Colts will have one more game. They will head to La Jolla Community on Thursday, the 7th, to go play in their final game. So this is the penultimate game for the Colts. Referee timeout. Clock stops with 4:55 to go before the half. 0-0 game, as it appears one of the Buena defenders needing to tie her shoes. It's May Jimenez, I believe. And she will get replaced by Carolina Alanis, will come into the game as one of the two safeties.
Oh, the running back went the other direction.
Storm! Ryan gets another sack on a huge first down sack. The storm was blowing hard during that play. That was a furious storm, absolutely unstoppable, as the scoreboard says here at Buena. A huge play. Where was the blocking there? Nowhere to be found. Is Storm finally getting warmed up? How many more does she have in her to be able to stop that quarterback, Sarah Mounts, as she takes the snap on second down? There's Storm again!
Oh, my gosh.
They're going to call her down!
Oh.
2 straight sacks! Sarah did not get the throw off before the sack by Storm.
What an incredible play. Wow. I mean, Javon Curse. That's what it is. She's not a Reggie White. Reggie White was a Hulk. But Javon Curse, long arms, super fast.
Chris Jones? I mean, you're not even going to go there?
Oh, Chris Jones. She's faster than Chris Jones.
Well, I know, but he's tall and arms.
Sure.
And he plays now.
Yeah. Okay, I can think of a current day player. The new guy that the Chiefs just traded for, Uche. Very fast pass rusher, or the guy that is for the Jets.
I say Nick Bosa. I say,
Oh,
look how
wow.
quick she is. Getting there on third down. We're chasing her down.
Oh, she got her again!
In a row. 3 straight tackles by Storm Ryan. The clock ticking away. 3:03 to go. After 3 straight tackles by Storm, the Cougars will have to kick this ball away. In a game where just less than 3 weeks ago, the Cougars beat the Colts 24-0. The Colts have pitched a shutout, so have the Cougars thus far in this game, as the Cougars will punt the ball to the Colts, and they will have one more shot at getting some points on the board before we reach this first half. It is the number 5 ranked Cougars versus the number 7 ranked Colts. It is live right here at Buena High School tonight. So glad you're joining us. Jeff Davenport, John Ryan, as the quarterback, Sarah Mounts, kicks that ball almost like a knuckleball. You could see the laces all the way from over here. Storm has the ball. Looks like she had one block, not able to make the cut up the field as soon as she wanted. However, got a couple of yards on that return, and the Colts will have the ball spotted at the 44-yard line as they have 2:11 on the clock before halftime to make an impact here. John, what kind of offense do they need to go to?
Well, I think they definitely need to pass. If they can make a play action work, that'd be really cool. The option seems to have been working pretty well, so we'll see if that's something that they stick with, because Zion McLean is a super talented running back. Oh, the ball!
The handoff to Zion drops.
She's really fast, kind of a straight line speed, one-cut runner. Not super agile like Villalobos, but like 2 different styles of runners, you know. But I think that they probably are going to aim for a big shot right up here. Second down, they got about 25 to go.
Second down is the most important down. It'll determine where third down is, and we'll see how the Colts are able to respond after that botched handoff to Zion. I'm not sure how many yards she would have gotten on that anyway. Again, this defense from Casa Grande has been the immovable object. Tossing it to Zion. Now Zion has to turn. Cuts back and is tackled behind on another loss. You can see the frustration setting in for Zion on that play. It will be third down Colts with 1:43 to play. Clock is running. No timeouts being called by the Colts head coach.
Tyreek Hill suffers from the same thing. He's so fast that he expects that he can create a little bit of separation going backward to create more going forward.
And right as I say that, they do decide to call a timeout. So we'll take a timeout to thank our sponsors. Thank you, Grasshopper Landscaping, quality from the ground up. If you want your grass looking much better than this field at Buena High School, then you need to call Grasshopper Landscaping. Damon, Marie, the entire family, the entire team at Grasshopper Landscaping will keep your grass and yard looking amazing all year round. Thank you to Ginger's Title Services in Sierra Vista at 999 East Fry Boulevard. Look for the pink door on the west side of that complex, and you will find Jennifer, the entire staff that take care of all of your DMV needs, but you'll leave with a smile at Ginger's Title Services. Thank you to the Sierra Vista Medical Group, dedicated to helping you live your healthiest life. Visit them online at svmedicalgroup.org. And thank you to Barnett's Towing and Propane, serving our area for 61 years, since 1963. 1:34 to go in this first half of a 0-0 game.
Cheerleaders doing a great job.
The cheerleaders are fantastic tonight, keeping this crowd. Most people sitting in the student section tonight, getting as close a view as they can. And ball did not get away. Boy, it was a great pass, but no, that is the right call. It is the right call. Ariana was not able to get that ball released in time. The clock will continue ticking, 1:21, and Buena will kick it away. Not getting any sort of offensive momentum whatsoever. A whistle is blown. The clock is stopped at 1:08. And a timeout called by Casa Grande. You can see all of our sponsors in the post description. And during halftime, John, I want to talk to you and ask you about what that time was like with this team, the players you talked to, and what their thoughts were about their season and how they feel about this inaugural year of Buena High School girls flag football. There's something very impressive about this, and of course we were the very first ones to ever show it live. Breaking history, making history every single day here on Cool FM Live. Thanks to Todd Ryan and his ingenuity to make this disruptor space something that everyone relies on in Cochise County to get their latest news, sports, information, local happenings going on. And we're so thankful for him, and we're thankful for you watching this. And we're also thankful for our sponsors that make this coverage possible. If you can, send our sponsors a DM to their Facebooks, or the next time you see them in public, or you drive by, maybe you're getting a cup of coffee somewhere and you see them in that same plaza, if you could just pop in and say, hey, just want to say thanks for sponsoring all the sports that you do on Cool FM Live. It means the world to them to know that what they do makes a difference. And if you'd like to be a sponsor, maybe you have a business or you're an individual who wants to sponsor something, you can do that. We've had individuals do sponsorships for games, and you can do that as well. Just send a DM to Todd Ryan at the Cool FM Live Messenger, and he will get back to you and let you know all the details. And then we can talk about you during these little breaks instead of these amazing businesses, or you in addition to these amazing businesses.
Absolutely.
It'll be a punt with 1:18 to go before the half. Number 13. Adelina Ortega, who was down a little bit earlier after colliding with Storm Ryan. Punt goes a little bit short, scooped up out of midair at her knees as she keeps running this sideline. Does the fantastic back for Casa Grande. Again, I printed out their jerseys, or their numbers. It doesn't matter.
Nope.
Because you can't see their numbers from
I
here.
don't think there are numbers on those jerseys. I'm looking. Oh, wait.
It appears as if
Is there?
might be.
No, they all have the same thing on the bike.
Okay. Why would they do that? Because the
know.
officials need to keep track of the numbers.
What?
When it comes to stats, or even their sideline is keep track of stats.
Yeah, if someone gets kicked out, or if there's too many penalties on number 7, or whatever that is.
Or the passing yards. How do they know who received them?
Yep.
I mean, who threw it.
Yeah, this
it
is
was
wild.
Sarah, who is in shotgun and a great field position here. If she can make 2 of those throws that she did, looks like they reset the clock to 1:06. So the game clock was reset to 1:06, adding a lot more time for Casa Grande to do some damage to the Buena defense. Storm Ryan tries to get around. She does, but not quick enough. The out goes and gets about a yard on that play, just inside the 40-yard line now. Is Casa Grande. So, quick play, out of bounds, stops the clock with 1 minute to go.
New first down.
And that gives them the first down. Thank you, John. And Sarah from the backfield has had some great throws for Casa. Now the clock is running.
Oh, my.
Nice long toss and gets out of bounds, stopping the clock with 46.4 seconds. A great timing route there. Sarah throwing to where she knew her receiver would end up. Great control by the quarterback for Casa Grande. Ball spotted just inside the Buena 35-yard line.
Thank you for checking in, everybody. If you want to tell us where you're watching from, we'd love to hear about it.
Always love hearing where you're watching us from. Are you watching us from voting line? What time is it right now? Have the polls haven't closed? Yeah, polls close in 20 minutes. So if you're waiting in line right now, they will let you in. I believe if you're in line before that time, they will let you. Hopefully they'll let you in.
Yeah.
Don't hold me to it, but
it took 3 hours for me to get through line, so who knows?
It took me 30 seconds to get out of my car, walk up there to the county complex at Foothills and 92 to drop my ballot in. You can see the reels of that on my Instagram at Native Game Night, or on my Facebook at Jeff Davenport. Please follow, please friend.
Gerald's checking in. He's been, he's in North Dakota.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
How cold is it up there right
I
now?
know.
We are sitting under clear skies, 59 degrees, no wind, which is nice. John and I had to call a game in the rain on Sunday night. The Coronado Athletic Club that only lasted one half. And John, I had to peel my pants off. I texted John after I got home, I had to peel my pants and socks off, man. Are you okay? It's like, yeah, I'm okay. I'm finally starting to get warm.
Yeah.
Like, okay, yeah, it got chilly there once the wind started blowing too.
Yeah. You don't realize how how much the wind affects the rain, how cold it gets.
Cole Colvin, the athletic director for Buena High School, talking to one of the officials. Not sure what the discussion is about.
Looks like they're looking at the replay board and they're talking to someone in the booth right now. So
to reset the clock.
Yeah, he's helping the
clock
people.
Operators.
Yeah.
So the scoreboard operator's getting a little help from the field. It currently sits at 42. Now it was 42 seconds. Now it's 56 even. So 56 seconds even is how much time is left on the clock. Ball spotted just inside the Colts 35-yard line. And Casa Grande on the move. Not sure if these little stops like this end up helping or hurting Casa Grande.
Yeah, probably not helping, I don't think.
Because you think if they're moving the ball, they don't want to stop. They want to keep going. Runner in motion from the far side to the near side. Snap goes back to Sarah. Only one rusher. Storm trying to get around. Not able to do it, but still chases down the quarterback.
Wow.
Another sack for the Storm that has hit this field. Storm Ryan.
Now, I'm a big Chiefs fan, and I kind of feel like this is a little bit sacrilege to say, but she kind of reminds me of Derek Thomas a little bit. That's my number one athlete of all time. That's my favorite player. But man, she's coming around that corner. She gets low, drops her shoulder underneath the blocker, and she gets right in there, snatches that flag.
Rest in peace, Derek Thomas.
Yeah.
One of the greatest.
He was awesome. He was so much fun to watch.
Now Cole Colvin trying to get a hold of the officials. I don't know why he's not just walking out on the field. There's a timeout. He can do that. He is the athletic director. And it probably is easier to go have a chat with the officials.
It looks like they're talking about how the clock is being... He's getting the countdown. So he was doing that hand motion that they do as the clock is counting down when the shot clock, what's that called? The play clock is running out.
Either way, it'll be third down for Casa Grande in a 0-0 game. This first half taking about 45 minutes to get accomplished. As you are taking a break, maybe you have a couple of screens that you're watching. You're watching some other things happening around the country right now. But I'm glad that you're with us tonight. Just pushing the pause button on the politics. We all got our votes. Hey, make sure, we always encourage people to vote. And I can tell you why I voted for exactly who I voted for.
Sure.
And why I voted for what I voted for as far as propositions. The ballot for Arizona, for those voting here, 2 pages, front and back.
I know.
Little Friends reference there. Third down for the Cougars. Sarah takes the shotgun snap. Storm trying to chase it down. She did. I don't know if she got there in time, but the ball lobbed to that far side. Incomplete.
She's terrifying. She's so dominant on the defensive line.
She's going to be terrifying to the 2 blockers. They literally have 2 blockers.
Oh, my gosh.
That cannot contain the Storm.
And they got Villalobos that in that last game, they were rushing both Storm and Villalobos at the same time. That's from different angles.
Oh, my gosh, that was insane.
I mean, that was so much fun.
Now, the Buena offense, the last time we saw them, only put up 7 points.
Yep.
But the good news was the other team only scored 0. So
they do. So they for a shutout.
So, yes, exactly. So, I mean, having a 0-0 game going into this half, I'm not frustrated by it.
Nah.
I'm not concerned because this team, well, again, the half's not over yet. It is 4th down, and they are going for it, looking for the reverse.
Oh, the reverse. Oh, no. Oh, no.
This is the tackle.
Oh, nice.
Thankfully, Callie Sturdivant is able to get there and stop that run, but was it before they got a first down?
Was it a turnover? It's a turnover. Nice.
Turnover on downs. The Buena defense holds, and the offense will come out for a couple more plays with 32.8 seconds to go here in this first half.
Gerald, he's telling us how cold it is. Might get snow. I'm glad we're avoiding that right now.
Yeah, well, I'm sure we'll see our share of it this winter season, but yeah, stay warm, my friend. And glad you're joining us tonight under the Tuesday night lights. Ariana, big throw!
Gosh.
A situation where Aubrey Travis, I believe number 12, Aubrey Travis had to become the defender on that play because the ball was overthrown. and she had to make sure that the other team was not going to intercept. 27.5 seconds to go in the half, second down for the Colts.
I am wearing long johns under this. I am staying warm.
Well,
it's cold today, man.
That's the right way to do it.
It is so cold.
It's only going to get colder. Ariana?
Nice.
Motions out to the far side and is not able to hit her receiver. So 24.2 on the clock.
Quick decisions.
A huge third down for the Colts.
She made a really quick, decisive. Like, you don't have much time left on the clock. If you can get a first down, you just have to get to the 40-yard line to get that first, and then. You know, and the way you watch the Chiefs do it, they get a big chunk and then they go for the big play. They get chunk instead of trying to go for everything on every play.
Well, there has been no chunk yards for the Colts as the ball is tipped. It was a tipped pass, incomplete. Fourth down, 21.0 seconds on the game clock for this first half.
Yeah, you don't want to give them...
I think the final minute of this game has taken about 10 minutes in real time.
Yeah. So the punter here, I guess we'll go on to it later, but she's a soccer player, so you'll see a lot of big kicks out of her.
Well, she had some fantastic height on the previous punt. We'll see how high it goes this time. Oh, the clock is running now. As Casa Grande gets the ball at their own 30, trying to cut back a big sea of blue. And it was Destiny Villalobos making that tackle. 9.3 seconds to go before the end of the first half. This could be a large chunk play for Casa Grande to try to get them in scoring position. I believe the quarterback has the arm to get them to about the 40-yard line of Buena, but will there be enough time to call a timeout and then get on another chunk play, and then call a timeout to get a field goal in 9.3 seconds? I don't know. But let's see what they do on first down.
Oh, they're rushing.
Running to the far side, faking the option, making the pass up the middle, and that clock will continue to run. If they did not call timeout, that will mark the end of the first half. It has been a defensive battle, and the Colts, who ended up stopping and blocking a Cougars field goal attempt that was a gimme field goal, the Colts blocked it, and it is a 0-0 game here in Sierra Vista. Thank you so much for watching this evening. We'll keep an eye on our Colts as they head over toward the north end zone. That's where they'll have their locker room talk during this break of 7 minutes and 30 seconds. But we're glad that you're joining us tonight. John, you had the opportunity to talk to these players yesterday.
Yep.
What was the conversation like? How many did you get to talk to?
I talked to a handful, but we got to interview 3 of the seniors. So it is senior week here at Buena High School, and some of the ladies, so their starting quarterback, Ariella Garcia, she's thrown 13 touchdown passes on the season, and she's been a really, really great player. Like I said earlier, she's actually a softball player, and she's considering going to college, possibly to get possibly a softball scholarship, but that's really her sport of choice. So that was kind of fun to talk to her. And I talked to, let's see, who else? I have the hardest time remembering.
That's okay.
Ariana Garcia. She was really that's the quarterback.
Yeah, that's
Ariella Antman was the defensive back also that I
Ariella, leads the team in interceptions.
Yes, both of them incredible young ladies, and they're talking about how they're going to go on to college, and one of the young ladies is going to be a nurse, and another one is, I believe, she's talking about doing marine biology. How often do we come across these young ladies that want to do marine biology, or here in Arizona? I think it's so fascinating that
is true.
I love it. I mean, I come from a place that didn't have a ocean, but I loved oceanography. So, so we were looking at Ariella Garcia. So she's got 1 rushing touchdown. And then I got to talk to the coach. Coach Stephen Braswell, and he was telling us how, this is such a great time to be watching because this is a sport that is really in its pioneering phase. These young ladies are really at the very, very forefront of what's going to happen in the near future, because anytime you start something, there's always a growing period where you're figuring out what the rules are, where you can get the advantage on some rules. As you can see with Buena, their special teams is really the secret sauce. Like, their defense is incredible, but with how many times they've scored on special teams, it really changes. And I'm not even just talking about just kick returning. They're punting. They haven't missed an extra point this year. So some of these things, like, the team is really, really coming around. Let's see. I also spoke to Aubrey Travis, the wide receiver defensive back, and she was a lot of fun to talk to. She's got she's more of a defensive back, I'd say, but she was a lot of fun to talk to. Let's see, what else did we talk about? We were talking about senior night, so that's pretty much what we got down to.
Well, it is the last time that these seniors will be able to play on this field in the regular season. We do expect the Colts, being ranked number 7, if they can pull off a win, they would definitely flip positions with the 10-2 Casa Grande Cougars, who are ranked number 5 right now. That would certainly mark them up and secure a home field playoff game that the Buena Colts football team, boys football, is looking to accomplish and on their way to doing after their big win on Friday night. And we'll be talking to head coach Joe Thomas, on Thursday afternoon for the Buena Colt pregame. Also looking forward to talking with head coach Jalen Hampton tomorrow afternoon for the Berean pregame, because Berean will be hosting a playoff game this Thursday over at Keith Hampton Field in their brand new division. The defending undefeated state champs in Division 1 jumped up to Division 3, currently sitting at 5-2, starting the season 1-2, and now going to 5-2, even having huge superstar players injured, like Logan Seeley, who had to sit out a couple of games. And then they had a bye at a good time. And then they've been able to hit the ground running. And we look forward to covering that game on Thursday. And I forgot to ask you if you're available on Thursday to cover that game with me on Thursday night. So,
Shoot,
okay, it's a playoff game.
Yeah.
That'll be over at Keith Hampton Memorial Field. All games free over there when you come in to Keith Hampton Field, which is right behind the City of Sierra Vista School Complex, the school district complex off of Fry Boulevard.
Yeah, you can see it from Martin Luther King.
So much. Yeah, it's the field that you see when you're driving on the Martin Luther King Parkway. And many, many great sporting events coming up this week here in Sierra Vista. And we're excited about tonight's game, even though it's a 0-0 game. Last time these two teams played each other, it was a romp, 24-0 on October 15th, as the Casa Grande Cougars laid a whooping on these ladies here. But these ladies are holding their own tonight. They've made the adjustments. They've won 4 games in a row. The last game we saw them win, they only needed 7 points to secure that victory. I believe this could be a night where it is the same, and one score could make all the difference as we head into the second half. It is 2 minutes until maybe the warm-up start, or we get the officials saying, hey, 3 more minutes to warm up.
Yeah. Well, it's so cold that I don't think anybody wants to waste any time outside.
I wouldn't
of the
think
referees.
so either. If you are the head coach of Buena, if you are Coach Braswell, what are you telling your team at the end of, or during halftime here?
I'm thinking keep your head up, really, because this is the number 1 team in the section. It's number 23 in the state overall. They've got a lot of things going for them, and they are the number 1 team for a reason. So don't get down. Play hard. Play through the whistle. No more of these things where they stand up where they think that the flag got pulled, because they stop sometimes when they think that their flags. I saw it one time already, and unfortunately it was a Buena player. But if you just keep running until you hear that whistle, that might be a good way of doing things. When you play tackle football, you get knocked to the ground, you're down, right? Like, that's the end of the play. But in the flag football, you kind of just rely on the referee to blow the whistle and tell you that you're down. also special teams. So I'm thinking that they need to run a little more of a screen game. So if they can get their short passing game going, I know
the run game is not going. That's the problem.
Yeah, the short passing game, I really think that they should rely on the arm of their quarterback. I think she's really a stud. Garcia, she can hit anybody at any range. So as long as she doesn't get sacked, I think she's in good shape. And they haven't run their quarterback at all either. Like, it's been optioned, but we haven't seen her carry the ball.
One time she did.
Oh,
but
did
other
she?
Than that,
okay.
Yeah, but I mean, their other running back had those two huge chunk plays
to
start their opening drive that stalled out with a missed field goal, which is why it is 0-0 here. 0.0 here at Buena High School. 12 minutes on the clock. The officials talking to Destiny. They'll figure out which way they're going to defend as they start this next, third quarter here. I'm getting text messages from friends of mine. Hey, but thanks so much. If you can activate the live chat to let people know that we will be back to football here in just a second. Leave some loves, some hearts, some thumbs ups, and that'll let people know that we're back to football here. And for those of you in line, maybe you're in line at a voting booth somewhere. Thanks so much for taking the time to watch us. Let us know in the live chat where you're watching us from. We know folks watching us as far away as North Dakota.
Tonight, North Dakota. You and I have had people from all over the world checking in on Cool FM. That's the best part. We reach everybody. Now, you remember back in the day when we had 3 TV channels? And we just kind of had to...
I remember having one in Germany. I only had one channel in Germany as a kid.
And we can reach across the world. You can watch the people, all the people in your family, at your kid's high school or whatever Oh, hello to Tegan. Well, Tara Hoover, we appreciate you checking in. We're living in a world where you pay attention to people from all over the world, the people that we love.
12 minutes on the clock here for the third quarter. The Colts kicking off.
Jeez, that's a good kick.
Kick to the 25-yard line. The superstar running back for Casa Grande getting all the way to the 44-yard line before being tackled down by Destiny Villalobos. That is where the Cougars will start with the ball. Now, Buena opted to receive the ball for the first half, and now it is the start of the second half as the Cougars take their marks.
I think I figured out what was being talked about. So they were talking to the coach about when the Buena girls tackle, they don't throw the flag at the ground, they just carry it. And so they're not giving it back, they're throwing it away. So I think the referee said something to him.
Snap to Sarah Mounts, gets it out to her receiver. A good gain, actually, a missed tackle there at first. But Destiny, being the second line of defense, making that tackle as one play moves the ball about 15 yards.
You can't get past her. Like, she's so laterally fast. I mean, you just can't. She'd be a great basketball player.
So the Buena defense really needs to step up. I think their coverage needs to be a little bit tighter, knowing that you have a quarterback who throws for 200-plus yards per game, and she's starting to open up this half just like she did the first half. They're going to call her down.
See, that's what I'm saying.
The head official says you did not pitch the ball before the storm came flowing through that backfield.
She had a hand on that flag. I don't know how they referee these things, honestly.
Huge loss on that play by Storm Ryan. Goes down as a sack. Another sack.
Yep. Dude.
For the Storm here on this field.
I mean, when you talk about dominant defensive performances, and you can't not talk about her when we're talking about 5A Southern. I mean, she's number 1 in sacks. We've got the number 1 in touchdowns. It's incredible.
Third down for the Casa Grande offense that put up 24 points on this same team 3 weeks ago.
Oh my gosh!
Gets her again!
She is changing this game. She has taken over.
Oh my goodness. That is the way to start a defensive stand in the third quarter. Clock running, 9:59 and counting down in the third. In a 0-0 game, Buena will get the ball back after outstanding defensive play by number 10, Storm Wright. Looks like Destiny gets the ball.
Good. There she goes. Look at that move.
Holds on to it.
She's got
spins.
spins, man.
Well, that's the way to keep those flags away from the hands as best you can, but you ran through a wall of defenders from Casa Grande. They know what they're doing.
Yeah.
They definitely do. Fantastic play by that team. Over the course of the season, Casa Grande has only given up 50 points in 12 games.
Jeez.
That's 5 points a game. I mean, they are a superstar defense.
Oh, yeah.
But they've also scored 381, and Buena has shut them out.
And since that time that they scored, how many teams have scored since then? I don't know. Like, not much. Since the last time the Casa Grande, since they met?
Yeah, 3 weeks ago. I'm not sure.
I don't think anybody's scored on them. I think they've shut everybody out. 21-0.
It wouldn't surprise me watching the
7-0.
way these young student athletes on this field are playing. It is impressive,
oh, yeah,
to say the least. First down for Buena. Ball spotted at their own 41-yard line. Ariana in the backfield. Zion flanking her, looking for that screen, and it goes right at the feet of the receiver. Second down for the Colts. 8:36 and counting down here in the third quarter. Thank you to our sponsors that make this coverage possible. And thank you for watching the award-winning Cool FM Sports.
The sideline, the cheerleaders, everybody's getting loud. This is great.
As the temperatures continue to drop here, flanked by two running backs. Pitches.
Nice.
Zion tries
Nice.
to cut back across, but not quickly enough. The speed and the Jets were not getting to maximum throttle in time for her to outrun the defense of Casa Grande. That will be third down in this 0-0 battle again. It could be a field goal at this point. Only one score might be needed in order to win this game. Then the question comes down to overtime rules. You know, if this game goes into 0-0 into overtime, I don't even know what those rules are. We're going to learn them as we go. Here tonight, as if nothing else is going on in the world, much less our country this evening, we thank the dozens and dozens and hundreds of you who've already been watching this broadcast tonight. The pitch to Zion, that will go, a little bit further than I thought it would.
Good for her.
She'll get about 4 yards off of a play that looked like it was completely done in the backfield. But the speed of Zion coming around the edge was able to make something out of nothing. Granted, it was a very small something, and Buena will be punting the ball away.
Yeah, she's got some elite speed. Just getting her out in space is really the trick to it. So, like, what I would do is I would flood one side of the field with all the receivers, and then I'd let her outlet on the backside, try and get her to one-on-one with somebody.
Now, this is interesting. Adelina Ortega had been the punter thus far in this game, but it appears that Aubrey Travis is back there to make this punt on fourth down. A good end-over-end kick going to about the 27-yard line. Picked up and going toward that side.
Man, look at that.
Amazing hustle by Zion to get that tackle. A little slow to get up, coming down hard on that shoulder. They might have to blow a whistle to stop the clock, and they do. For an injury for Zion, it appeared she ended up hitting the ground very hard. So it will be an injury timeout. And as we take that injury timeout, we'll take a quick timeout to say thank you to the Sherry Ethel team at Long Realty, your hometown realtors, proudly supporting our amazing community and fabulous athletes across Cochise County. Whether you're considering buying or selling your home or land, make your first call to your real estate expert, the Sherry Ethel team at Long Realty. Thank you so much to Grasshopper Landscaping, quality from the ground up. For all of your landscaping needs all around Sierra Vista, the greater Sierra Vista area and Cochise County, you can trust the Trejo family at Grasshopper Landscaping. You hear the "Here we go, Buena, here we go" chants and thumps. Zion came off the field under her own power. The offense for Casa Grande will start with 6:26 to go here in the third in a 0-0 game. Ball spotted just a shade beyond their own 35-yard line. The back of the ball on the 35. The snap will go to Sarah Mounts, this elite quarterback.
Oh, they can't block like that. Look at her go.
Sophomore quarterback finds the receiver in open space. They push the ball up ahead to about the 47-yard line. A last-minute call for someone telling me to go vote. I did it days ago. I did it last week.
I can't. They'll never stop.
And have the polls closed by now? 7:05.
I know.
I mean, why are they calling me now?
Someone knocked on my door today. I'm like, how late are you guys doing this? Please stop.
So first down for Casa Grande in a 0-0 game. It could only mean one score. Could be the difference.
She got her. She got her.
But the official is saying she was down before the ball was thrown.
Oh, yeah.
Was that Storm Ryan? It was so fast, I didn't even see.
She's like lightning,
I can only assume. But that ball, did you see how far that ball went
in the
air? That was 10, 20. That was a 30-plus yard pass in the air.
Yeah.
That is why Sarah Mounts is a 200-plus yard passer per game for these Casa Grande Cougars. Making that drive down from in between Tucson and Phoenix, closer to Phoenix than it is Tucson. When you're driving down here, that is it's a good 2+ hour drive.
Do you think it's colder here than where they're from?
Yes, absolutely.
So this might be affecting them.
Higher in elevation for sure, at least
cold.
A little bit colder.
Yeah.
But they're definitely wearing their long sleeves and their sleeves around their legs. Ball snapped, everybody moving to the right side. They pitch it to their running back as the back makes that turn and gets tackled down by number 15 for the Colts. Callie Sturdivant, the defensive back, the junior, making the tackle on that play. We'll bring up third down.
It's third down. Make some noise for your defense.
All right. The young young lady is getting some practice in, pumping up the team.
What kind of formation is this?
Yeah,
there are no linemen. Storm. Okay, now they're setting up some. They just had a center there, and Storm. You could see her just saying, "How easy do you want to make this for me?"
Yeah, right.
They send Storm. She goes, not able to get the sack, but an immediate tackle on that far side of the field by May Jimenez, the junior defensive back, making the immediate tackle.
She almost had her anyway. Again, that would have been a third sack of the drive.
But this will bring up fourth down for the Cougars. Will they go for it? They've got to get to the 40. They've got to get 5 yards, and they're checking their wristbands. You can see Sarah Mounts looking at her wrist, looking for the play that she wants to know will get a first down for the Cougars. Will the Colts be able to hold them on fourth down? They snap the ball. Sarah looking, tossing. It's a first down. Way to extend the play. Yep. You can tell that is a patient quarterback.
Yep.
The sophomore Sarah Mounts, the quarterback for Casa Grande. The patience she has to be able to move out of the pocket, not rush a play as far as deciding whether to tuck it and run or make the throw. She made the throw, and that is a big first down for the Cougars. Ball spotted at the 32-yard line of Buena. 0-0 game, 2:29 to go in the third. Receiver in motion. Sarah looking, decides to keep it. She drops the ball, but she might have been tackled first. I believe the flag was down. Her flag was down on the field before.
And if it's a fumble, it's down at is that behind the line of scrimmage or anywhere? If you fumble, is at the end of the play?
Yes.
Let's make some noise for our Buena defense.
All right.
Second down for the Cougars. Ball spotted at the 25-yard line, 25-yard line, excuse me. You can hear the rumble in the stands. You can see it on your screen. Here, Sarah pump fakes, throws, finds an open receiver, and gets tackled down inside the red zone.
Great hands.
Good play by number 2, Carolina Alanis.
There we go.
So
we got
making
some
the tackle, absolutely.
cheering at family in the stands.
Senior defensive back Carolina Annalise getting a shout out from the public address announcer here at Buena High School with 1:16 and counting down here in the third. The Cougars are on the move. This is the kind of drive they had on their opening drive in the first half that ended in a blocked field goal. Can the Buena defense hold? It is first down for the Cougars. Sarah pitches immediately to a running back because Storm was right there. Keep dodging, and they get in for the score.
Wow, she is so fast.
Faster than the defense could pull down those flags, the Cougars lead 6-0. An outstanding drive for the Cougars that started after an amazing defensive stand by their defense to start at the 35-yard line, a 65-yard drive, taking up a good portion of this quarter, 52.4 left in the third as they line up for the extra point. And I believe it is the quarterback. Looks like Sarah will be taking the kick as well. Yes, she is listed as a kicker. She's the quarterback, linebacker, and kicker for the Casa Grande Cougars. Her kick was blocked on the field goal attempt, but not that one. That one is up, and it is good. So the Cougars finally draw first blood on this field, and they lead 7-0. Thank you so much for taking your break from all the political talk tonight, watching this game, supporting our student athletes here at Buena High School and all across Cochise County, something that Cool FM Live is absolutely known for. Todd and I cut our teeth several years ago as we were driving up to Phoenix and driving up to Cottonwood to call games. We were going all over the place, him and me, and it's amazing to have added fantastic people like John Berger here.
Thanks, man.
On my left behind this camera, being able to operate the camera and really be a huge help to us here at the award-winning Cool FM Sports and Cool FM in general. The Colts are in a situation where they need a good drive, and that is not the way to start it as Ariana throws wide. Clock continues to run here in the third.
She's got a strong arm, but, man, it looks like it's a little bit off right now.
It was not accurate on the throws that we have seen from her tonight. Not as accurate as it normally is, at least the last time that we saw them. They only needed the one score to win. Will that be the case for the Cougars this evening, or will the Colts be able to turn it around? 16 seconds to go in
I love it.
third. Destiny taking the pitch and going straight up the gut. A fantastic play call, and that should draw us to the end of the third quarter here in Buena, in Sierra Vista. The buzzer sounds, and we have reached the end of 3. And as they spot the ball to get ready for the fourth quarter, we want to thank our fantastic sponsors tonight. Thank you so much to Jennifer and her entire staff at Ginger's Title Services in Sierra Vista for all your vehicle title registration, license, written testing, road testing, and so much more. Look for the pink door on the west side of the complex at 999 East Fry Boulevard. You will find Ginger's Title Services of Sierra Vista. Anything the DMV does, they do better, and you will leave with a smile. Don't miss out on your opportunity to have a great customer service experience at Ginger's Title Services. Thank you so much to the Sierra Vista Medical Group, the doctors, nurses, and caregivers dedicated to getting you back to the community you love. They are ready to do that for you here at the Sierra Vista Medical Group in Sierra Vista, based out of Canyon Vista Medical Center. Find them online at svmedicalgroup.org. Thank you to Barnett's Towing and Propane, serving our area since 1963. You know, John, I was driving around. Anytime you drive around in this town, you're going to see a Barnett's towing truck somewhere
Everywhere
on the road. And I look at that and I think that is a job I could not do. I'm not a man. I'm not a car guy. I'm not a tool guy. I'm barely a guy. So
You are.
I could not be a manly. These beefy, manly dudes
You're right.
who are tow truck operators. They are the heroes of this country. They're the backbone of this country.
I'm telling
and Barnett's Towing and Propane is doing God's work. Third down for the Colts as we start the fourth. 12 minutes to glory. Down by 7. Ariana takes the snap. Looks for the quick pitch. Decides to go down the center of the field.
Golly!
A big collision.
I guess they're gonna.
They let it play as
Hang
May
on,
Jimenez tucks it in.
She's
the
tough.
junior makes the catch and gets the Buena Colt first down. That first down brought to you by SSVEC, Sulphur Springs Valley Electric Cooperative, serving our community. Ball spotted at the Colt 44-yard line. The Colts need a touchdown and the extra point to tie this game with 11:28 to go in the game. They come up to the line. Ariana takes the snap, looking to her right, no, going to the center. Beautiful catch. How on earth did Ariella Antiman, the student body president, come down with that catch? Fantastic job by the senior center for this team, breaking off of her blocking duties to make that catch in the middle of the field. Great hands, pulls it down as they get into Cougar territory with second down right here. The snap on second down. Now she's hitting the pocket, finding the space, getting comfortable in the backfield. That is the Ariana Garcia we are used to seeing, hitting her receivers in the spot and zinging it right to them. That was a slinger from the quarterback position, slinging it to your receiver on a slant in and then cutting up the field. But it is another big third down for the Colts. They need 6 yards to get another first down. And it is 4-down territory as Ariana being chased. She did not get the pitch to Destiny in time. A huge sack by the Cougar defense at the worst possible time for the Colts.
Yeah, do you go for it at this point in the game? It's the fourth quarter. There's 10 minutes left. The other team has the lead, and it's a big game, you know. This is the...
Nope, they will kick.
The defense has been so dominant. How do you not? That was always the thing that I always thought was so fun about watching Derek Thomas I was like, man, let's watch the defensive line. I'd never done that before. And having...
The left-footed kicker.
Nice.
Aubrey Travis kicks it all the way down to the 25. A flag on the play, and you could see the hands go up from Sarah Mounts, the quarterback, who was trying to make a block on that play, ended up getting bowled over. So it'll be a personal foul against Destiny, either Destiny or someone else. I don't know exactly who it was, but it will be a personal foul against the Colts. And they will add another 10 yards from the spot, putting that at the 40-yard line. So that could have been almost, even more. Oh, my gosh. Is it a 15-yarder? I think they're putting it at the 44-yard line, if not the 45. Yeah, it is just shy of the 45-yard line. A 15-yard penalty against the Colts for disrupting that particular punt return. And that gives the Cougars excellent field position. As Sarah, you can see her checking her left wrist, which is where the play sheet is. The play call list on that left wrist of Sarah Mounts. She takes the snap, pitches it to her running back. Looks like the initial tackle was missed, but either out of bounds or getting the flag pulled just shy of midfield, which is where the ball will be spotted. Second down, Cougars. 8:59 to go in the game. The Cougars looking to have a sustained drive to take as much time off the clock as possible. The Colts looking to stop as quickly as possible, to get the ball back as quickly as possible, to try to have some sort of offense come together. It was as if they were starting to find some rhythm finally. But the sack by the Cougars shut it down immediately. The Colts decided to punt, and this sets up now second down for the Cougars. Sarah takes the snap, looks to her left, throws to her left. Her running back jumps, maybe mistimes the jump. I think she could have caught that, but just mistimed the jump. Overthrown.
It's third down.
I'm telling you,
Make some noise for your
Storm
Buena
is
defense.
changing the game right there all by herself. She's been putting so much pressure on that quarterback. The quarterback is just not able to throw an accurate pass.
The thunder from down under coming from the Storm that's on the field, feeding this crowd here tonight. At Buena High School in Sierra Vista, Arizona, the Colts are down by 7. The Cougars with the ball on third down need 12 yards. I believe Storm got her.
Incredible. Yep.
The Storm came from the east and ended up flowing across the west, snagging the flag off of Sarah, the quarterback for the Cougars, and they will punt the ball away. The Colts defense has held. The clock continues to run. 7:21 to play in the game. What will the Colts offense do when they get this kick return? Nice kick.
Oh,
Travis.
No, that's
Cutting up.
Villalobos.
She,
Look at her go. That's
that is
Villalobos.
Villalobos. I'm sorry. She takes it around the edge. And Sarah Villalobos.
Touchdown! Colts! Wow!
Her destiny was to find the end zone.
I'm-
Destiny Villalobos takes that kick 70 yards to the house.
She averages 33 yards per return. She's number 2 in the nation. In the United States, she's number 2 in punt
Bringing the
return.
crowd to life. And now it comes down to the all-important extra point. I apologize to Destiny. I thought that was Aubrey Travis who ended up getting that ball. The left footer up, just short. The extra point is no good.
Well,
The kick is no good.
well, with the way they've been playing defense, the Colts might be able to shut this down and maybe get the ball back pretty quick. We're hoping.
Heartbreak on the side, but the Colts have the momentum on their side.
Incredible game, and it's so cold. And everybody out here, nobody's left the stands. We probably have 200, 300 people in the stands right now.
In a game like this, you can hear the passion of these fans in this inaugural season of Buena Colt girls flag football.
True pioneers of the game, you know.
I think the people who were sitting next to us got tired of you talking, John, and they left.
I hope
Not me,
so.
not me. It was you.
I hope it was. They kept looking
They're
at me.
moving up there. I see where they're sitting now. In the
They got
student section.
better seats.
Yeah, oh, definitely. And it's not as cold, you know? I mean, you're sitting on these metal bleachers here. Over there is cement. So,
Yeah.
I mean, look, the cement at least got some sun in it today. So, as cold as it was in Sierra Vista, about 64 degrees, I think was the high. Nice pitch, but they are calling her down. That's another sack by the Storm, this time coming from the west. Storm Ryan gets another sack. A huge defensive play by Buena. They will need to get the ball back as they're down by 1 with 6:41 to go in this game.
I mean, with the way they're returning the ball, you almost wonder if their special teams is their superpower, you know? Like,
I was hoping that they get another punt return or something like that.
Oh, you got to try to avoid her now. Like, how do you do that? I mean, and if I was Buena, if I were to catch that ball and it wasn't, I'm not Destiny, I'm pitching that back to her, you know?
Destiny and Storm both on the line of scrimmage. And it
Got
is
her.
Ariella Antiman, the student body president, Madam President, putting in the work, getting up on that play. Another loss on the play for the Cougars. And this crowd is really making their voices heard. The cheerleaders on the field are getting excited as well.
Yeah, the student section, everybody in the stands, parents, family. I mean, this is awesome.
A massive third down for Casa Grande. Both these teams 10-2 And one of those twos for Buena came 3 weeks ago when Casa Grande defeated them 24-0.
Oh, she still has it. She's not down. Oh my gosh.
Finally pulled down at the 40-yard line. Are you kidding me? It was 3rd and Wichita City.
Yeah.
And she still
Won.
got the first down. The explosive speed of the running back for Casa Grande gets them an enormous first down. Ball spotted at the 42-yard line. 5:09 to play. Casa Grande leads by 1. Can the Colts stop them?
And now they're letting the clock roll.
That's the game plan. Making plays like this, and you can see Sarah making a motion. Storm comes in, just misses the flag.
She's still on her feet.
And it looked like Carolina Alanis went for the ball.
Yeah.
And came up empty, and some extra yards gained after the catch. Shy of the first down marker. It'll be 2nd down and about 6 to get to that 40-yard line as the clock continues to tick down. 4:21 to play in this game. Casa Grande, what a difference 3 weeks can make.
Yep.
It was 3 weeks ago that the score at the end of this game between these two teams was Casa Grande 24, Buena nothing. Tonight, it is Cougars 7, Colts 6. I don't care what the PowerPoints say. This was a split-even matchup tonight.
Yep.
But the Buena offense will have some work to do. Oh, they get around Storm, but she still is able to somehow make the play there with Ariella. The president in the eye of the storm.
Yeah.
As the student body president.
They only have 2 yards to go.
It's 3rd down.
3rd down, 2 yards to get a first down. 3:33 to play in this game. If they get a first down, this could be just a formality. The missed extra point coming back to haunt the Colts. Will it come back to haunt the Colts? Storm is ready.
Oh, yeah.
Destiny is ready. Will they send the house? That's the question. Do you send both of them? And before we get a good view of how they're going to line up, it appears that Casa Grande has taken a timeout. And as they take this timeout, we want to take a quick timeout to thank our sponsors. Thank you so much to Copper Queen Community Hospital, with locations all across Cochise County and Bisbee, Douglas, and Hereford, providing quality services for your entire family. Make an appointment with one of their clinics today. Thank you to the Sierra Vista Sonic Drive-In,
we'd like to
proud to
recognize
sponsor our
our
local sports
sponsors and
coverage.
thank our fans
You
for
can
their
come into
incredible
Sonic
support.
every Wednesday for Wacky Pack Wednesday, where kids' meals are only $2.49 with no limit. Thank you also to Big Mike at All Pro Pest Management. Veteran owned and operated, serving all of Cochise County. You can see all the sponsors in the post description. I believe we've covered them all. And thank you, SSVEC, serving our community. Sulphur Springs Valley Electric Cooperative. 3:05 to play in the game. Cougars lead by 1. They need 2 yards to play, and it's 3rd down. See what I did there? 1, 2, 3. John, that's exactly how I'm rolling here tonight.
Math. Or just statistics.
The only number that counts tonight is 270.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
But we're pushing the pause button on politics, you know. It's all right. Sarah takes it herself.
Oh,
no,
she got it!
from behind!
She got it!
The storm came from the west.
She didn't know she was behind her. Storm caught her from behind.
She could not feel the footsteps. She could not hear the footsteps, but the footsteps started rattling here at Buena High School when Storm Ryan sacked the quarterback. It's got to be a record of...
Oh, I know.
10. Is she at double digits in sacks tonight?
Well, she's got to be up there. She's averaging 5. Well, I want to say she had 5 per game, but I saw something else where... I don't know. I'm looking at all kinds of statistics right now. We'll figure this out.
Either way, it is 4th down. The clock continues to run. It is 2:23 and dropping. 4th down.
She has a total of 12, and she's put up probably 8 tonight.
Yeah, she might be close to double digits.
Now, did they punt it to her?
No, they kick it straight out of bounds.
Yeah, that's...
Straight out of bounds. But it looks like
they didn't get anything.
Sarah Mounts looked upset at that kick. I think she was actually going for a deep kick.
Oh, wow.
But it shanked off the side of her foot. And Buena will start from inside their own 20 or just that. Nope, they're marking it at the 25. So, 75 yards to glory. 2 minutes, 8 seconds to play. The Colts need to get in field goal range.
They've got a kicker that can do it for sure, but 2 minutes is not a lot of time.
With an offense that has been precarious at best. They had some good momentum before a big sack that Casa Grande had, and they are playing a prevent defense to the core. The furthest safety back is 16 yards off the ball.
Wow!
In and out of the hands of Villalobos.
Good Lord.
Destiny made the turn, could not bring it in. Would have gotten tackled right away, but my goodness, that would have been a great start to this drive.
Yeah.
Instead, we are at 2 minutes even. Colts down by 1. 2 minutes to go in the game. Activate the live chat. Use the hashtag comeback.
Oh, yeah, that'd be great. 1 point game, 7-6 with 2 minutes left in the game. I mean, I'd try to hit Destiny on a short pass.
Every single time. She moves in motion, and now...
Oh! Yeah, there's
throwing
a flag. They hit her.
They're going to call pass interference. Destiny gets up right away.
Yeah, they hit her instead of the
a
ball.
Hold of some sort, and that will move the chains for the Colts as the clock. That play only took 5 seconds. 1:55 left in the game.
Man,
She
what
got
a night.
Bumped after she tipped the ball. I think that's what the officials are talking about now. Did the hit happen after the ball went off of her fingertips and she was going for it a second time?
Yeah, that's a good question.
It appears no. The foul will stand against Casa Grande. They will move the ball and move the chains.
First down.
To the 40-yard line, and a first down for the Colts.
Gosh, for a second I thought he threw a flag. I'm like, no, don't throw a flag. Yeah, Destiny's been amazing. Hey, welcome to the chat, Jared.
Hey, good to see you, buddy.
Yeah.
It's a 1-point game. Cougars lead 7-6. Colts with 1 minute, 55 seconds to go in the game. Need to get in field goal range for a chance to win this game. The straight snap to Destiny. She's looking, not getting anywhere. Maybe a yard on that play. That direct snap to Destiny has not worked all night long.
No.
Not sure why you would waste it down like this with the clock running. 1:41 and counting. Buena huddles up. There is no hurry-up 2-minute offense that this team has.
All right.
In a chance where they need it. They move the ball to the center of the field. Ariana Garcia takes the snap, looking, throws to the middle, completes the pass.
Nice.
Student body president, Antiman, pulls that down. The center, making sure that the ball moves.
Clock is running.
Unfortunately, the chains do not move. It is third down and a timeout. Buena. They get inside Casa Grande territory. The clock will stop with 1:06 to play.
Oh, the referee dropped the ball and it kept rolling and rolling and rolling.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So the young lady that caught the ball kind of gave him a little bit of a pass, but it was a little bit high, and it just, unfortunate. But, how do you predict that?
Well, either way,
she's not the
student body president is the center, and she had her hands on the ball in two ways, snapping it and then going out and making that fantastic catch. But it will be third down. The Colts will need 9 yards in 2 plays. It's obviously 4-down territory. You're down by 1 with 1 minute and 6 seconds to go. Use the hashtag comeback in the live chat or activate it, because this is a must-see game between two teams that I believe will be fighting and come across again in the playoffs. This has been a Colt fight tonight.
One of these football teams in Cochise County is winning a state championship. That's what I believe. And it could be flag football. It could be Tackle football, it could be 2A, could be 5A. Cochise County should be very proud of their student athletes this year.
Third down. The direct snap to Destiny around the near side. She gets
She's still
past
going.
one. She spins and gets the first down. Will they call a timeout? The clock is running. 56 seconds.
I think they can just go right into the
There
play if
is
they
no
want.
hurry to get to the ball now.
Timeout.
Now they call timeout. 53.9 is where the clock stops. A huge play
Timeout. Buena coach.
by Destiny, getting around that side on a play that has not worked all night. It finally did because of the missed tackles by Casa Grande. The unusual missed tackles. That's
Yeah.
something they have not done all night, is missed tackles.
Oh, Villalobos has that she's got kind of like, I'm not going to say Barry Sanders. She's got like a Dante Hall. Like, she spins a lot. Like,
An elusive nature.
yeah, very, very elusive. But she like, her horizontal quickness, like, she's got it all going for her. And then she's incredibly fast on top of it. I'd love to see her run track. Holy smokes. That'd be a lot of
She
fun.
would be smoke on that track. I
Yeah,
mean,
she'd
obviously.
fly. And she's a freshman. She's leading the team in touchdowns, and she's a freshman. And I mean, you've got so many under
And tackles. She's leading the team in
and
tackles.
I mean,
And receiving yards.
and she's been playing club ball, most of her life.
First down for the Colts, 53.9 to play. They're down by 1. Ball spotted at the 37-yard line of Casa Grande. Lot of time. Airs it out, just out of reach for Villalobos. The ball spotted in nearly the exact spot that it needed to be.
Yep. It was close. It was so close.
That timing route, just a little bit off on first down. They'll reset for second down. Clock stops. 50 seconds and 1/10 of a second. So 50.1 on the clock. Colts down by 1.
Yep.
Second down. As Antoman moves the ball a few steps toward the center of the field. Snaps it. Trying to make the throw. She decides to fake it, holding.
Wow.
Gets all the way up. Okay. Gains a few more yards on that play.
Yeah, you
And
got
to get on the ball. The clock is running.
32
32 seconds. And because she held the ball, it is third down. She takes the snap, looking, fires across the center of the field. Ball is bobbled and caught. Intercepted by the quarterback, Sarah Mounts.
What an incredible turn of events.
Known for throwing the ball over 200 yards in a game for her team, actually makes a reception that is an interception that will end this game. The ball tipped across 3 different players.
Oh, man.
And now some arguing on the sideline.
Yeah. Yep.
As this, oh my gosh, so
Yeah.
close, guys. Please leave some love in the live chat for your Buena Colts, because of the fight that they put up tonight has been absolutely incredible.
Number 24 in the state, Number 34 versus 24. This is David versus Goliath. And, it's hard to overcome. And
I said Goliath versus Goliath tonight.
yeah, really,
Look
honestly.
at the way this game came down.
What's going on
A timeout
here?
on the field as the officials come together to have a chat with
Oh, my
20.2
gosh.
left.
Apparently their toes feel just fine.
Ours, not so much.
My feet are frozen to the ground, man. This is not good.
Quit your whining.
I know.
I mean, this game.
I love hypothermia.
If this, yeah, exactly. Who doesn't? Who needs all our fingers and toes? And they snap it, and they will down it, and that will bring an end to this game. It is the victory formation for the Cougars as they just count down the rest of this game. They will line up to meet at midfield, but there is an applaud from this crowd that is encouraging, knowing that they believe in this team.
Colt 6,
And I think even more importantly, this team believes in this team and what they were able to do. Destiny Villalobos coming down hard there. And you can see the emotion all the way up here on her face as they line up to shake hands with the Casa Grande Cougars, who will move to 11-2.
Yep, you did send us the cold weather. Thanks, Gerald.
The Colts fall to 10-3. They're only 2 of their 3 losses this season have come at the hands of these Casa Grande Cougars. We wish them a safe trip back up to Casa Grande this evening as they go to 7-0 in the 5A Southern. Buena falls to 5-2 in the 5A Southern. But there was a fight on this field and in the hearts of these young ladies tonight. These student athletes laid it all out on the field. Just 3 weeks ago, they lost 24-0. But tonight, it was 7-6. 1 extra point away. But that's how the ball goes sometimes. You win or you learn, as Coach Joe Thomas of the Buena Colts football team says. And I know there's a lot to learn from these athletes tonight. We want to thank all of our sponsors who make this coverage happen. We want to thank Todd Ryan for starting this crazy Facebook platform that has revolutionized media in Southern Arizona and beyond. I want to thank John Berger for running the camera tonight. On behalf of John and our entire Buena football family here and in Sierra Vista, we bid you good night from Buena High School as the Colts fall to 10-3, losing 7-6 tonight, but a hard-fought victory. You got to leave them some love after the fact. Once this is posted, please go like this post, share this post. Let everybody see how the Colts have improved against the #1 team in their division just over the course of 3 weeks. The offense will have some work to do, but we'll see how they're able to finish off as they travel to La Jolla Community on Thursday the 7th for their season finale. And then they will head to the playoffs, and we will have it all covered here on Cool FM Live. From Sierra Vista, Jeff Davenport signing off. Have a great night, everybody.